this right. Let's get this right. Right. We're live. Wait for a few more people to join in here before we start our lovely conversation. And then we're going to get straight to it. All right. Get this lighting right. Get this lighting right. There we go. Let people know on Instagram too, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your time and your patience. Give me 1 second. If you have any questions or concerns, you can always type your information in the chat. Let me make sure the chat is on here. Let me see. Live chat. All messages are visible. Make sure everything is good. Make sure everything is good. All right, everything should be good. Everything should be good. Everything should be great. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Waiting for a few more people to join in, and we're going to get started. Before we start, hopefully you have your water. Stay hydrated, okay? I have my water sitting next to me as well. I wouldn't tell you to do something that I wouldn't do. So get your water, hydrate yourself. 16 ounces as soon as you wake up in the morning. 16 ounces. All right, 16. Let me keep this thing keeps changing from white to red. I don't know what's going on here. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. I just got this new light and it keeps going from white to red on its own. I don't know why. I don't know. All right, in 2 more minutes, we're going to start. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to get to Instagram. Let people know we live and we about. I got 2 people in. You can type in the chat. Let me know who you are, where you're from. Okay? Let me know who you are and where you're from. I think one of my kids was messing with this light. That's why this thing keeps changing different color. I think somebody was down here playing with my stuff. We will have to have a conversation about that. Somebody was messing with daddy's lights. But yeah, type in the chat. Let me know where you are, who you are, where you're from. All right. I can see your messages here when they pop up. All right. Give me 1 second. All right, let's do this. So, let's discuss. You don't see a chat box, Mom? Hold on, let me see. Let me see. Give me 1 second. Usually when you go live, there's a chat box. Let me fix this here. Orientation. Let's see. right. There's no chat box. I'm gonna have to fix that. I don't know why there's no chat box there, but I have to fix that. All right, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. Okay. So, no chat box. I'm gonna have to work on that. I don't know why there's no chat box. Usually there's a chat box at the bottom where you can type in your messages. You can usually do like a thumb wave or anything like that whenever you're live on Instagram. YouTube. But we'll work on that. I'll get that all sorted out. So today, I'm not gonna take too much more of your time. All right, we're just gonna get straight into the topics at hand. Today's topic is gonna be about health and fitness. And what I really wanna talk to you, ladies and gentlemen, about is fiber. All right, fiber, gut health. That's the topic of today. And also make sure, like I said, you stay hydrated, get your water together. Okay, every day when you wake up, 16 ounces of water. All right, so who am I? What do I do? All right, well, if you're new to this live, first time here to my channel, my name is Marquise Dickens. I'm a personal trainer. All right, I'm certified in health and fitness as far as personal training, strength and conditioning, nutrition. All right, my business is behind me. IronForLife.com is my website. All right, it's a baby booming business. We've been in business for about maybe 3 years now. All right, I'm Big Out Her Water. Okay, cool. We got a lot of people tapping in. All right, a lot of people tapping in. I appreciate your time. So we've been in business for about the last 3 years now. Okay, I've been personal training for a very long time though before the business got started. And the reason why I started the business was to pretty much help everybody, get into their best shape, their best health. It's always been a part of my life. I've been training since the age of 15 years old. So that's a little backstory about me. What I do now is I just pretty much help people everywhere, online, in person, with small, minute goals for themselves. All right, that's what I pretty much do. So I decided to start going live to speak to people more in depth about nutrition, health, fitness, why you should value health, why it's important. All right, so that's why I'm here today. Disclaimer, I am not a doctor, okay? I am not a doctor. I'm just here to help you guys and girls understand that your health is important. Whatever medical conditions you might or might not have, I'm not liable for those type of things, okay? So I'm just here to share information with you, right? That's all this is, it's information. So, fiber. What is it? What does it do? How does it help you? How can you get it into your system? A lot of people don't know that fiber plays a very important role. A very important role, okay? You can get it in by eating apples. You can get it by supplementing pistachios. You can get it by taking in a fiber supplement, Metamucil, things of that nature. But the thing about it is, if you don't get enough fiber into your system, into your diet, you're not going to be moving everything properly within your system to get all the bad stuff out, okay? The reason why we want to get all the bad stuff out of the gut is because if it's just sitting here and if it's rotting and if it's decaying, it's weighing you down, it affects your mental, all right? What do I mean by it affecting your mental? Well, your body has a vagus nerve that connects from your brain to your gut, right? So when people talk about gut health, nobody really talks about the vagus nerve. What does it do? How does your mind communicate? You are what you eat. That is a real thing. So if your gut is connected to the brain and your gut is all congested down below here, you're not getting enough fiber. If this is clogged, then what do you think is going to happen to this? This is going to be clogged as well, right? And when this is clogged, because this is clogged, we're not functioning properly. Nothing's flowing. Nothing's flowing. So if nothing's flowing, we start having headaches, brain fog, distress, all these different things that start happening to the gut and the mind together because we're not properly flowing, right? So we got to make sure we get more fiber into our system. We got to make sure we eat more good fibrous foods, vegetables, good sources of fiber, right? You got to get some of those veggies in, all right? Um, let me pull some information up real quick for you and tell you something. This won't be a long live. I try to do them for like maybe 15 minutes tops. Let me pull something on you on America's state of fiber right now. Everybody's talking about always want to lose weight, lose weight, lose weight, lose weight. Okay, lose weight how? How? You know, how? Lose weight, lose weight. But first thing we got to do is get the gut right. Your gut ain't right, you're not eating right, you're not going to lose any weight. Doesn't matter what exercise you do, what diet plan you follow, you have to bring in the right nutrients in order to prepare your body to lose the weight. You have brown adipose tissue, white adipose tissue. If you want brown adipose tissue in the body to take more advanced charge of the system versus the white adipose tissue that just sits there, then you got to feed the brown adipose tissue what it needs to allow it to burn. Babies have tons of brown adipose tissue when they're first born, right? That's why they got all the little chunky rolls around the neck and the arms and all that. That's brown adipose tissue. We all born with it when we were first brought into this world. Over time, it diminishes, okay? It still sits in certain parts of the body, and all you got to do is activate it. You got to bring the right things in to activate that brown adipose tissue. You can convert white adipose tissue to brown adipose tissue and burn that way as well. People don't know that, but let me look this up. How much of the U.S. is on fiber? What do you, that's right, gut health. That's right, good fiber, we need that. That's right, B. How much of the U.S. is on fiber? I just looked this up. I just Googled it. According to the Fiber Board Association, fiber accounts for 20% of the 20% of the internet service market in the U.S. compared to just 50% for cable. Wait, they talking about the internet fiber. They talking about fiber. We talking about food. Hold, give me 1 second. Let me fix this. They talking about fiber ops, talking about cable. We talking about food. You talking about, see what happened when Google don't even care about people being healthy. They care about getting your internet right. They don't care about that. They care about getting your internet right, right? All right, America's state on fiber. America's health. Let's do health state. All right, here we go. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. Closing America's fiber intake gap. Check this out. Adequate intake of dietary fiber is associated with digestive health. That's what we're talking about. And reduced risk for heart disease, stroke, hypertension, and certain gastrointestinal disorders, obesity, type 2 diabetes, and certain cancers, right? According to the consumer research, the public is aware of the benefits of fiber, and most people believe they consume enough fiber. However, national consumption surveys indicate that only about 5% of the population meets recommendations. Let's let that marinate a little bit. 5%. 5% of the population gets fiber. Only 5%. Let me keep reading. Of the population meets these recommendations, and inadequate intakes have been called a public health concern. It's a public health concern, right? But nobody's talking about it. Nobody's talking about it. But yet, Nobody's also talking about how the gut and the brain are one. Nobody's talking about that. When I'm training people in the gym, it's mind to muscle connection, right? I can tell you to do all the exercises in the world. If you're not feeling that exercise, if you're not mentally going there, then it's not doing anything for you. I'm wasting your time. So what I like to try to do is get people to get the mind to muscle. I want you to really envision in your mind this muscle functioning at this moment. That's how we activate this muscle. That's how I train my clients, right? If you don't take heed to bringing in more fiber into your diet or to your nutrition, you're not going to be functioning 100% up here or down here in the gut. So we have to make sure we get enough fiber into our diets daily. I'm going to read a little bit more. To address the fiber consumption gap and formulate potential solutions, researchers, educators, and communicators convened at a food and fiber summit on January 28th. This is in 2014 in Washington, D.C. Panelists and attendees devised communication strategies to correct consumer misperceptions on fiber. These misperceptions include commonly held beliefs that all whole grain foods are good sources of fiber and that foods with fiber are expensive, unattainable, and complicated to prepare. That ain't true. It's easy to prepare a fibrous meal. Asparagus. How hard is it to make that? Put some oil in it, on it, saute it up, throw it in the oven, whatever you want to do. Pistachios. How hard is it to pop a bag open and throw a few in? The ones with the shell though, not the ones that's not shelled. Get the ones with the shell because the ones with the shell have this little thin layer also attached to it that helps your body absorb the fiber from the pistachio. Don't get the deshelled ones. Get the ones that are shelled. And I know, Mom, you like pistachios because you used to buy them a lot when we was kids. You had red, green, all kind of colors, right? I know Aunt B, I know you like asparagus and veggies like that. So I know you already know how to get busy on the stove with asparagus too. Pistachios, apples, like I said, apples is another one of them, another source. All right. There's a lot of different sources of fiber. Okay, that oatmeal is a fiber source, not the ones with 50,000 things of sugar to them though. Not all these flavored packs. Get the regular plain oatmeal. Okay, plain old oatmeal. You got the rolled oats, and then you got the ones that are not rolled oats. I get the rolled oats and I blend them because I don't like how they taste when you cook them on the stove as rolled oats. So I'll blend them bad boys up and break them down. So that's another source of fiber, right? So I'm gonna read a little bit more. All right. Okay, so to help fiber intake, to close the fiber intake gap, nutrition and health educators can use communication strategies such as providing clear and concise information, recommending flavorful, rich foods, and describing the benefits of adequate fiber intake. Several supporting messages were developed to effectively communicate about fiber. An example is to advise people to consistently check nutrition labels to find good sources of fiber. You have to bring in more fiber into your system, and whole grain breads are not just enough, ladies and gentlemen. We need to make sure we bring in more adequate sources of fiber into our diets. Okay? And depending on your health status, I want you to Google a few foods that are fibrous and start bringing them into your system, especially if you're not allergic to these certain foods. All right? If you're not allergic to certain foods, only you know what you're allergic to, what you do and do not like. Do not go out and buy stuff that you know you're not going to eat and just let it sit and rot. I need you to go out, read your nutrition labels, see how much fiber is in these foods, get fibrous vegetables that you like, okay? Yams is another good vegetable. It's an awesome vegetable to take in, all right? So get yourself some yams. That's another good source of fiber, okay? But we need to make sure we start closing this fiber gap. I'm going to look into some more research on what the update was for this fiber lack in the United States of people only taking in 5% of fiber. But right now, as far as what I see, this was something that was posted on communications and strategies from Food and Fiber Summit, from a Food and Fiber Summit. All right, so I just wanted to touch on that, and I discussed this with people also in person, that you need to get more adequate sources of fiber into your diet, along with water. If you don't drink enough water, whatever your body weight is, cut that in half. That's how much water you should be drinking a day. Yes, yes. Pistachios, yep. Asparagus, yes. Fiber, we need to get it in. We need to get it in. All right, so thank you for your time. We'll be coming up on 20 minutes. I didn't want to make this a long topic, but we need to make sure we're getting in our water, and we need to make sure we're getting in our fiber. 2 simple things that we can do: water and fiber. Let's start there. Let's just start there. Let's just start preparing the body. All right, water and fiber. Okay, again, thank you for your time. I hope this live helped you. I appreciate you tapping in with me. It's 20 minutes. I know I said I was only gonna go for 15. We did 20. I'll save this video for future references. It will be here on this channel at all times. When you come back, it'll still be here. Please like, share, subscribe, let people know. I'll start doing these things on Saturdays, maybe 10 a.m. I won't take a lot of your time, 15 minutes tops, because I know everybody lives a fast-paced life. People are busy, you know. So thank you, Aunt B. So just tap in. Next Saturday, I'll try to bring another topic, 10 a.m. And if you guys have any topics you want to talk about, always just shoot a message to me on YouTube or Instagram, or comment in the community. You know, I have a community page too on my YouTube. Just drop a comment down there in the community section or underneath this video, and let me know what you would like to talk about next Saturday at 10 a.m. and we'll talk about it. All right. Thanks for your time. Once again, I appreciate you. Iron for Life, signing out. Peace. See you next Saturday. Yes, ma'am, Laura willing. All right, let me get out of here.